Well, folks, if you're just joining us, where have you been? Karrion Kross has just shocked the world, outlasting 7 of WWE's most volatile competitors to become the inaugural United States champion in this new era. 8 men entered, and it was surprisingly Kross who outlasted the likes of Damian Priest, who we learned is now a part of Kat Majuli's stable, LA Knight, Braun Breaker, and even Aleister Black, who's now officially part of Eric Olsen's rising faction. A brutal battle royal, and Kross looked every bit like a man ready to sit at the top of that United States Championship mountain. A truly impressive performance by a man not many thought would win that battle royal. But now it is time to raise the bar, folks, and we mean that literally, because starting now it is a 6-woman ladder match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. And if you thought things were wild before, we are just getting started. Just entering the ring right now, you can see Io Sky, a woman who's been called the genius of the sky, and for good reason. Sky is a former WWE Women's Champion, a former Tag Champion, and one of the most athletic and awe-inspiring aerial artists this industry has ever seen. She's walked into big moments before, Money in the Bank, Survivor Series, even Wrestlemania, but this is different. This is a hard reset, and Io has the chance to start over, reinvent herself, and become the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion in this new WWE. But a woman who would love to prevent that, here comes Jade Cargill. Of course, Jade is a walking headline, a storm of charisma and controlled chaos. She, of course, made her name outside of WWE, but when she finally arrived, the industry took notice. Undefeated streaks, powerhouse dominance, and now, in this new era, a shot at a title that could define the next era. If there's anyone here who screams future face of the company, it is Jade Cargill. The only question is, can she handle a ladder match against 5 women just as hungry and 5 of the absolute top women in professional wrestling, no matter the company? Jade Cargill looks to be ready. She looks to be ready for her WrestleMania moment and to capture that Women's Intercontinental title, but she's going to have to go through so many talented individuals to do just that. And it is now time to meet our next competitor. You can hear the music. Here comes one of the most psychologically complex and unpredictable competitors in WWE history, Alexa Bliss. From her early days as the Sparkle Princess to the twisted partnership with Bray Wyatt, she's reinvented herself more times than some people change finishers. And tonight she has the chance to do it again under this new WWE system, under The Rock's rules, under TKO's revamped WWE. Of course, Bliss thrives in chaos, and this match, well, this is about as chaotic as it can get. 6 women, all trying to get to the top of that ladder and take home that Women's Intercontinental Championship title here tonight at WrestleMania. Now on to our next competitor. You can hear the music. Here comes the powerhouse, the enforcer, Nia Jax. She is a former Raw Women's Champion, former Tag Team Champion, and someone who's been casting a very long shadow over the Reset universe with her entry into this match. Since returning with renewed purpose and brutality, Nia has bulldozed her way through the roster. Can anyone stop her when there are no disqualifications and no rules? That is the question, Anything goes in this match. She doesn't have a whole lot of experience in ladder matches. Will that come back to bite Nia Jax? We'll see. Next, coming down to the ring, a woman who's gotten used to winning championships in the previous WWE Universe. It is Tiffany Stratton. Now we're getting a taste of what the future looks like. Stratton still young, still rising, but already a force. Former NXT Women's Champion, former WWE Women's Champion as well, a breakout star who blends gymnastics, attitude, and confidence into a dangerous package. She's called herself the center of the universe, and tonight she has a chance to prove she's the epicenter of this entire reset. She's been building towards this for months. She was a title holder in the previous WWE Universe as the Women's World Champion back when there were 2 Women's World Championships. She'll have to settle for the Intercontinental Championship tonight if she can get it done. But there's one more superstar in this match, and here she comes, Liv Morgan. A walking contradiction in the best way. She's bright, she's dark, she's unpredictable, and she's relentless. Liz never had the easiest path, but she's earned the respect of fans and critics alike through sheer grit. She's been SmackDown Women's Champion. She's been in war zones with the likes of Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. And tonight, she climbs literally for redemption, for recognition. Liv Morgan's Revenge Tour makes a stop at Wrestlemania in this 6-woman ladder match for the Women's Intercontinental title. And you can see the championship belt there that all 6 women will be gunning for. Who can emerge as our first Women's Intercontinental Champion? We are minutes away from finding out as this match begins. The bell has rung and the energy in the building has completely shifted. Every woman's eyes are on that title hanging high above the ring, suspended in destiny. There's no path here except up, and no winner unless you're willing to risk everything. We want to talk about eras. This match is the era. This is what The Rock and the new boardroom wanted when they said they were tearing down the old to build something new. 6 women, no politics, no gimmicks, no legacy booking, just talent, grit, and a ladder. Io Sky's already showing why she's considered one of the most dynamic athletes on the planet. Constant movement. You don't know where she'll strike from next. And then, of course, there's Jade Cargill, who grounds this match every time she's in the center, just owning her space. And look at Alexa Bliss cold, calculating. She isn't rushing, she's watching, she's picking her spots. The most experienced multi-time champion in this match. And you can see the wheels turning. Tiffany Stratton, she's bringing that old NXT shine right into this new era. It's one thing to be a star in the developmental, but tonight is about crossover appeal. It's about proving you belong in this room. She's already done that in the previous WWE on the main roster. She's looking to do it again tonight. And of course, let's not ignore Liv Morgan fighting like her life depends on it. She's tasted gold before, and you better believe she wants it back. Liv's one of those women who feels like she has nothing to lose and everything to gain. And of course, there's Nia Jax, I should say, taking the battle to Tiffany Stratton outside the ring. Nia Jax, she is the storm rolling in on a sunny day. No ladder is safe with her in the ring, and she knows it. And you know what I love about this match? There are no alliances here. Everyone is on their own. There's no faction protection, no backup, just 6 women and a dream they're willing to bleed for. And that's what this entire WrestleMania has been about. We've seen new champions rise. Pure Fusion Collective winning the women's tag titles earlier was a shot across the bow. Sonya Deville, Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, they came in with a mission and left with gold. And the men, the New Day, now full-blown heels, taking out the Street Profits in controversial fashion to become men's tag team champions. Naomi becoming women's United States champion. And of course, in our last match, Karrion Kross, a man possessed, taking down 7 other beasts to claim the United States title. Who saw that one coming? More importantly, what do these titles mean now? The Rock and the Board have reset everything. This isn't just about wins and losses. This is about being the first, the flag bearers, the ones future documentaries talk about when they explain how WWE 2.0 began. And you know the backstage is buzzing right now. Kat Majuli and Eric Olsen both watching this match. Of course, Majuli signed Raquel Rodriguez and Damian Priest, both of whom had huge moments earlier tonight. Damian Priest not able to get the win, but Raquel Rodriguez was. That qualified her for the WWE Women's World Championship Tournament next month. Let's see who might get to take on whoever walks away with the WWE Women's World title here tonight at our next Premium Live event at the end of next month. You know both Majuli and Olsen are looking for more stars to recruit. Olsen's already got Aleister Black and Lyra Valkyria signed. Of course, Sol Rika and Lexis King down in NXT. You don't think he's scouting someone like Liv Morgan or Tiffany Stratton right now? And you can feel the landscape here in the WWE shifting. Great move there from Io Sky. The ladder match has become a war zone. Nobody is unscathed. Everyone is battered, winded, but nobody is giving up. This is legacy defining. You win this match, you're forever in the record books. Of course, you know the ripple effect this match can have. Title defenses, new rivalries. What if Tiffany wins? Do we see Stratton versus Cargill in the future? Bliss versus Io? Does Nia steamroll into a rematch immediately? You want unpredictability, you are absolutely getting it with this new WWE Universe. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to let the match continue commentary free. We will rejoin you when it appears we're getting nearer to the end of this match. We'll be back with you shortly. All right, we are rejoining the match here. An incredible amount of damage all these women have sustained so far. Got Liv Morgan going outside the ring. See Jade Cargill and Alexa Bliss and Io Sky outside the ring. Meanwhile, inside the ring, Nia Jax taking the fight to Tiffany Stratton. Nia Jax now delivering a blow with a chair to Tiffany Stratton. Stratton might be in trouble here. And Liv Morgan going after Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss going after Nia Jax. Alexa Bliss now after Liv Morgan as the ladder is just getting pushed around the ring. And, an absolutely devastating move from Liv Morgan delivered to Alexa Bliss. Now Liv Morgan and both Nia Jax leaving the ring, leaving a golden opportunity for Tiffany Stratton. She's climbing the ladder, and none of the other superstars seem to notice. This could be it, folks. Tiffany Stratton going for that title. Alexa Bliss finally getting to her feet, but it may be too late. Yes, Tiffany Stratton has taken the belt down, and she will be your Women's Intercontinental Champion. It is over. After an absolutely grueling war, it is Tiffany Stratton who climbs the ladder, defies the chaos, and becomes the first ever WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion in this new era. An absolutely defining moment for a rising star who just stamped her name into the annals of WWE history. As we're looking at the replay from this grueling 6-woman ladder match. This is going to be the blueprint now, folks. Young stars grabbing the spotlight. New champions leading the charge. WrestleMania, what's being called WrestleMania 1 since it's the first in this new era, isn't just the biggest night in sports entertainment. It's the first page of the next chapter. And Tiffany Stratton will be a main character in that next chapter. Holding the title aloft. Impressive performance from Tiffany Stratton, your new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Now it's time for our next match of the night. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed a moment of what just went down, let me bring you up to speed. Tiffany Stratton has just etched her name in history as the first ever WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion in this new WWE era after the big reset by The Rock and the TKO board. After a brutal, high-flying, chaotic ladder match with 6 of the toughest women in the WWE, while 5 others, including her, Stratton climbs the ladder and claims the gold. A star is born tonight, no doubt about it. But the night is far from over. If anything, things are about to get even more intense because starting right now, we've got an 8-man ladder match to crown the inaugural Men's Intercontinental Champion, of course, in this new WWE era. And this is what legends are made of. First up, on his way down to the ring, it is Sami Zayn, a man whose career has been a roller coaster of passion, perseverance, and incredible highs. Sami has won the Intercontinental title before in the previous WWE universe, bringing heart and grit every time he steps in the ring. Known for his storytelling ability and underdog spirit, he's been through wars with Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, and even the Bloodline. Tonight, Sami is looking to reclaim a spot at the top. Maybe not the very top, but the Intercontinental Championship is no laughing matter. It's definitely a prestigious title, one that some of the best wrestling stars in history have held. A fresh start for Sami, a fresh title, and an opportunity to rewrite his legacy in this reset WWE universe. And the next superstar participating in this 8-man ladder match, here comes the Yeet Master, Jey Uso, carrying the legacy of the Usos and the Bloodline with him. Though the Bloodline storyline has had twists and turns, Jey has remained one of the most resilient and crafty performers in WWE. a former tag team and now a singles competitor. He's hungry for singles gold. He held the world championship in the previous WWE universe, especially in a division as competitive as the modern day WWE is. With his blend of agility, experience, and street smarts, he could be the one to break through and become the face of the Intercontinental Division. And the entire crowd here at Wrestlemania is ready to yeet for Jey Uso. There they go. The crowd, as always, absolutely loving everything about Jey Uso, and he looks fired up tonight. Is he on the verge of another momentous championship win? Jey Uso has certainly been on a tear in the past year or so in his professional wrestling career. Now it is time for our third competitor in this match. The music has started and you can see him making his way down to the ring now. Kevin Owens is following. A man who needs no introduction, known for his relentless aggression, sharp wit, and uncanny ability to connect with the fans. Owens has held every major WWE title at one point or another. His rivalry and on and off again friendship with Sami Zayn is legendary. And with so many faces in this match, you can bet every moment between these two will be electric. Owens prides himself on being a prize fighter, and tonight's ladder match is the perfect battleground for his particular brand of chaos. Kevin Owens ready to go here tonight at Wrestlemania, or KO Mania as he likes to call it. And next up, we've got the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio. Of course, a global icon whose high-flying style revolutionized WWE's cruiserweight and heavyweight divisions. Rey has been a champion many times, but this new landscape offers a new challenge, a chance to prove that age is just a number, and that the heart of a champion beats louder than ever. There's also lingering tension between Rey Mysterio and some of the other competitors in this match. If you've been around as long as Rey Mysterio has, you're going to have quite a complicated history with all sorts of wrestlers. Rey Mysterio has basically done it all in this business, and he looks to add one more feather to the cap, or should I say the luchador mask, and walk out of here tonight as your Intercontinental Champion. Now making his way down to the ring is Gunther, the imposing powerhouse whose raw strength and methodical dominance have made him a force to be reckoned with. Gunther's brutal reign as Intercontinental Champion previously in the old WWE Universe cemented him as one of the toughest men in the company. Of course, he's also held the World Championship in the previous WWE Universe. Tonight, competing for his first title in this new era, he's aiming to assert dominance early and remind everyone why he's feared inside the squared circle. They don't call him the Ring General for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Gunther, certainly an imposing figure in this match, and has to be considered one of the favorites. No other member of Imperium down to help him, though. Of course, now Imperium just down to Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser, since they released the third member, Giovanni Vinci, quite some time ago. Next up, we've got Finn Balor stepping out next. A man of many personas, from Prince to Demon. Balor's mix of technical skill, agility, and cerebral approach make him one of the most unpredictable wrestlers in WWE history. Just earlier tonight, we saw him celebrating with Dirty Dominic Mysterio as Mysterio got a win that will put him in the tournament to face whoever wins this match at the next Premium Live event. Mysterio will be a part of that tournament to decide who gets to challenge the Intercontinental Champion at our next Premium Live event. Could that be Finn Balor? There's already some simmering tension between the two, it seems like. Could they face off at the next Premium Live event? What a match that would be. There's an edge to him tonight, fueled partly by old rivalries, especially with Rey Mysterio, and partly by the need to establish himself firmly in this reset landscape. Balor is a threat to everyone, and he knows this ladder match is a prime opportunity to elevate his career to even higher heights. Finn Balor has won almost every championship there is to win. Now, it's been a while since he's held a title, at least a singles title. So you'd like to know he's trying to get it. So Finn Balor ready to go here tonight. Next up, we've got the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. Of course, Drew is a former WWE champion and a man who's battled back from the depths to reach the top. McIntyre is known for his intensity, resilience, and ability to absorb punishment while delivering devastating offense. He's carrying that sword down to ringside. He stopped for a while, but now he's bringing it back. He is hungry, and this ladder match offers him a chance to win a prestigious title that could propel him further into the WWE stratosphere. Expect him to bring that raw power and determination we all know so well. McIntyre, of course, with long feuds against the likes of CM Punk and Damian Priest, hoping to transition out of those feuds and get off to a winning start here, claiming the Intercontinental title tonight. We've got one more man in this 8-man ladder match, and he is making his way down to the ring now. Last but certainly not least, it is AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, a master technician, a crowd favorite, and a man who's reinvented himself time and again throughout his career. Styles is a multi-time Intercontinental champion, and his addition to this match makes it that much more competitive. The question is, can he outwit, outlast, and outclimb 7 other men with everything on the line? AJ's experience and adaptability make him a dangerous contender in any environment, and he certainly looks ready to go tonight. AJ Styles in peak physical condition, as are all the wrestlers, it appears, tonight. This should be an incredible match. The entire crowd here at Wrestlemania is buzzing with anticipation as that Intercontinental title hangs over the ring. Who will be our next champion crowned? We just saw Tiffany Stratton win the Women's Intercontinental title. Who will take it home in the men's division? There is the title they are battling for. Someone will be walking away from WrestleMania with that championship belt. We're about to find out who that will be. And here we go. All right, folks, the bell has rung, and what a night this has been so far. The intensity in this building is palpable. We've already witnessed history with Tiffany Stratton's groundbreaking win, and now it's time for these 8 warriors to put everything on the line. This isn't just about climbing a ladder and grabbing a title. This is about making a statement in a WWE universe that's been reset from the ground up. And these men know the stakes, and every single one has something to prove to themselves, to the fans, and to the boardroom watching backstage. Sami Zayn, we've talked about his heart. The guy's been through everything WWE could throw at him. Tonight, his resilience is on full display. He's circling, watching, waiting for the right moment. This match suits him. It's chaotic, unpredictable, and he absolutely thrives in those conditions. Jey Uso, you can see the fire in his eyes. The legacy he carries is heavy. But tonight it's all about carving his own path. The tension between him and the Bloodline's history is palpable, especially after Solo Sikoa's loss earlier tonight. Jey's focus and his athleticism makes him a real threat to outclimb anyone here tonight. Of course, the original Bloodline and the new Bloodline will forever be linked, even if they're not feuding at the moment. We've got Kevin Owens. This guy is a fighter with an edge like no other. He knows Sami is close, and every exchange between those two is going to be laced with that decades-old rivalry. Owens is brawling, throwing everything he's got, showing that he's as tough mentally as he is physically. There's Rey Mysterio weaving through the chaos like only he can. The veteran instinct we experience in ladder matches, it all comes down to timing. His previous feud with Finn Balor adds an extra layer of drama tonight. Every glance between them says this is not over. And then Gunther, he is the embodiment of brute force. When he enters the ring, the energy absolutely shifts. He's methodical, imposing, and every move he makes shakes the ring and the resolve of his opponents. If he gets a chance to climb that ladder, it'll be with the full weight of his dominance behind it. Look at this, Rey Mysterio going for that title. Can we end the match early? No. Sami Zayn pushes the ladder out from under him and then delivers an incredible move there. And the match will continue. Finn Balor, the demon within, is burning bright tonight. You can feel the intensity as he stalks the ring, eyeing every opponent, especially Rey Mysterio. Balor's versatility and mental edge make him a calculated threat. He's pacing himself, waiting for his moment. And of course, you've got Drew McIntyre, who's throwing himself into the fray like the warrior that he is. His experience in big matches and title pursuits gives him confidence in a setting like this. You can see the determination to reclaim glory in his every move. This title could reignite his run toward the main event scene. And AJ Styles, smooth, calculated, yet fiery when needed. AJ's a master at adapting mid-match, and in a ladder match, that is absolutely priceless. His mind is working overtime, figuring out who to avoid, when to strike, and how to outmaneuver these other 7 top-tier competitors. This match has everything you could want from a Wrestlemania main event. History, legacy, fierce rivalries, and future stars all colliding under one roof. The energy from the crowd is absolutely electric. Every ladder introduced raises the stakes even higher, and every near grab of that title has the fans on their feet. As the minutes tick by, fatigue sets in, but no one is backing down. Alliances form and break within seconds. Trust is non-existent. The pressure mounts with every climb, every shove, every desperate reach for the goal. We're seeing flashes of the old WWE with the veterans bringing their signature styles and the new era with fresh intensity and unpredictability. This is the new WWE, real, raw, competitive, and filled with stars hungry for greatness. You know, the Intercontinental Championship has always been special, often called the workhorse title, the proving ground for men who are ready to take the next step. It's a championship that has launched countless legends to superstardom. The likes of Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, and even Chris Jericho made this title their own before ascending to the very peak of WWE. But tonight is different. This isn't just about the history etched in brass and leather. This is the beginning of a new era. Whoever climbs out of here with that title isn't just a champion, they're a symbol of what WWE has become, a beacon for the future. And every man in this ring understands that. Let's break down exactly what this title means to each competitor tonight. Let's start with Sami Zayn, the man who's carried the heart and soul of this company on his sleeve for over a decade now. Sami's journey has been one of perseverance, from his early days as a beloved underdog in NXT to his various twists and turns on the main roster. Sami's story is about passion and resiliency. He's the ultimate scrapper, a guy who has always made you care, even if he wasn't always the top guy. This Intercontinental title, it represents redemption for Sami. After the new boardroom reset, this is the chance to prove once and for all that he's not just the guy with the heart. He's the guy with the championship pedigree to back it up. He's had memorable rivalries with Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and Shinsuke Nakamura, but this title win would be his stamp of legitimacy in a brand new world. A defining moment to prove he belongs in the top tier and to silence any lingering doubts about his place in WWE history. And you've got Jey Uso. He, of course, carries a legacy, but it's also a heavy weight. The Uso family has been the backbone of tag team wrestling for years, but Jey has always wanted more, to prove he's not just a tag team star, but a single star in his own right. His battles within the Bloodline storyline, particularly the strain with Roman Reigns and the recent fallout with Solo Sikoa's loss, have forged him into a man on a mission. Of course, he has split with Solo Sikoa in the new Bloodline some time ago. Winning this Intercontinental title would be the culmination of Jey's journey from a tag team specialist to a singles competitor with main event potential, as he proved in the previous WWE Universe, winning the World Heavyweight Championship. He would symbolize breaking free from the shadow of his family name and carving his own path as a leader and champion in WWE's Reset era. His style combines high-flying agility with powerhouse strikes, and this ladder match is the perfect battleground for him to prove he belongs among WWE's elite. And Kevin Owens has been the ultimate embodiment of the modern WWE brawler. Relentless, unapologetic, and unpredictable. His history with Sami Zayn is one of the greatest rivalries in wrestling, a saga filled with passion, betrayal, and mutual respect. Owens knows what it means to fight for every inch, and that makes him perfectly suited for a ladder match. For Owens, this title would mean redemption and reaffirmation. After his ups and downs with Universal and WWE championships, the Intercontinental title would symbolize a return to form, a declaration that he still has what it takes to fight and win in the highest pressure scenarios. His versatility as a striker, brawler, and technician makes him dangerous on every level. A win here would signal that Owens remains a force to be reckoned with, even as WWE reinvents itself. Rey Mysterio, a living legend, a man who redefined what it meant to be a cruiserweight and then some. His high-flying style, his underdog story, and his undeniable connection with the fans make him one of WWE's most beloved stars of all time. Rey has won every major title WWE has to offer, but the Intercontinental title has always held a special place in his heart. This ladder match isn't just about the title for Rey. It's about proving that even after decades in the ring, he still has the fire and skill to compete with the best. His ongoing rivalry with Finn Balor, as we've mentioned multiple times tonight for some reason, adds a deep personal edge to tonight's match. A clash of eras, of styles, and of philosophies. Winning the Intercontinental title now would not just be a career milestone, it would be a statement that Rey's legacy is still being written. And then you've got Gunther, the dominant Austrian powerhouse. He represents the physical evolution of WWE's main roster. Known for his brutal strength and unrelenting style, Gunther has been dismantling opponents with surgical precision. His hold on the WWE European title was a statement of power, but the Intercontinental title, that is the next level. Of course, he's held that title and the world titles in previous WWE Universe. But this is a brand new start for Gunther. You know he wants to start out winning a championship. For Gunther, winning this title would cement his status as the strongest man in WWE and a key player in this new era. He isn't just a competitor, he's a force of nature, and this championship would be his crown. His methodical, punishing approach contrasts with the high-flying and technical styles of others in the match, making him a uniquely intimidating threat. Finn Balor has always been a chameleon in the ring, able to switch between the charismatic, technical Finn and the darker, more aggressive Demon persona, though we've not seen the Demon for quite some time now. His journey in WWE has been marked by moments of brilliance, near misses, and reinvention. Balor's rivalries, including the one with Rey Mysterio, have produced some of the most memorable matches in recent memory. The Intercontinental title represents a chance for Balor to reclaim a spot at the top of WWE's hierarchy. He's proven he can be a main event player, but this victory could re-establish him as a dominant force and a champion who commands respect. Finn Balor could be the key to this new era being something memorable. Of course, that demon inside him, always a symbol of his relentless will to conquer and endure. And Drew McIntyre, his journey is one of resilience and redemption. From being released by WWE to fighting his way back to the top, Drew's story resonates with anyone who believes in second chances. His time as WWE Champion was a crowning achievement, but the Intercontinental title now represents a new battlefield. McIntyre wants to show that he's not just a one-time main eventer, he's a warrior who can dominate any stage, any match type. Winning this title here would remind the WWE Universe that the Scottish psychopath is still a relentless competitor, hungry to reclaim his throne and lead the company into the future. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, he is called that for a reason. His technical mastery, charisma, and ability to tell a story in the ring are second to none. AJ has conquered championships across multiple promotions and has been a fixture of excellence in WWE for years. But the Intercontinental title is a prestigious accolade that fits perfectly into his legacy. For AJ, this title would signify not just another championship, but an assertion that his reign of excellence is far from over. He's proven he can adapt to any opponent, any environment, and tonight's ladder match will be a testament to his ring IQ and willpower. His presence elevates the match, reminding us all why he's one of the all-time greats. Of course, this isn't just about these men fighting to touch gold. This is about histories colliding, legacies being forged, and rivalries finding new meaning under the brightest lights in sports entertainment. As the match grinds on, it's been a very long match already. You can see the wear and tear on each competitor. The moments where one man seems to have the upper hand only to be pulled back down by the combined fury of the others. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, true to form, exchange fierce blows occasionally. Their rivalry carrying an emotional charge that elevates every punch and counter. Jey Uso's explosiveness and agility have the crowd on their feet every time. He looks like he's gaining the upper hand, but then he'll be kept in check by Gunther's sheer physical dominance or another wrestler's incredible talent. Finn Balor stalks the ring with a calculated menace, his eyes never leaving the prize. And Rey Mysterio keeps finding those lightning-fast openings, reminding everyone why he is a legend. Drew McIntyre's powerful strikes shake the ring and echo through the arena, while AJ Styles' fluid movements and sharp tactics create a contrast that keeps everyone guessing. There is no room for mistakes in this match. Every time someone grabs that ladder, every time someone makes an incredible move, every leap, every desperate reach for that championship hangs on the edge of disaster and triumph. We are going to now continue this match commentary free for the next few minutes. We will come back and join you once it looks like we are nearing the end of this incredible tilt here at WrestleMania. And we are joining you once again, folks. We are nearing the end. Each superstar looks absolutely spent, but each superstar still giving it their all as we near the end of this Intercontinental Championship match. Look at this, Jey Uso in the middle of the ring, set up the ladder, but then he goes after Gunther, maybe making sure that Gunther will not interfere with his reach for that title. Will Jey go for it? No, he is, oh, you can't, we've cut the camera. Yes, Jey's going for it. Climbing slowly up that ladder. Drew getting in the way of Sami Zayn, preventing him from getting it. Now Finn Balor looking to... No! Jey Uso has taken the title. This match is over, ladies and gentlemen. After a marathon, it seemed like this match would never end. These superstars refusing to give in to allow any other wrestler to grab that title. Finally, Jey Uso is able to claim the championship. Finn Balor was trying to push the ladder over, but couldn't quite get it done. Fatigue, desperation, and adrenaline clash in a crescendo of emotion. The crowd is absolutely deafening, the atmosphere electric, and the title, that holy grail, finally claimed by Jey Uso. What a win for Jey Uso, continuing his incredible run in the WWE over the last year. Crowd absolutely loving it. After an epic, grueling battle that tested every ounce of strength, skill, and willpower, Jey Uso is the first ever WWE Men's Intercontinental Champion in this reset era. What a win for Jey Uso. Now it's time to move on to our next match of the night.